EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and get it with Geis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, this is Geis. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Geis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Geis. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Looking to throw. Linder. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Dillon. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the ground, it's Geis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 11. gun, Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down, here's Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
On 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Throwing on first down. Dillon. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Logan Wilson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Patriots 7, Dolphins nothing.
Operating from the gun. Dillon. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Smith. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dillon eluded, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. C.J. Uzomah. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Geis. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Adams. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Well, everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Ito Smith. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
57. Mike, 57. Get the ball.
To throw on 3rd down, Dillon. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Off the play fake, Dillon. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith, and he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
He's across midfield.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
57 is the mic. Watch 57.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That's good.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check 55. Mike. 19. Check, 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 check. 18.
On 1st and 10, Dillon flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
55. Mike, 55.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A first down carry for Smith. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On first down, Dillon. That's complete to Smith. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. From the gun, Dillon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dillon. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now it's Smith. And some room to roam now. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
It's going to be a lot. Shift. Watch the shift.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Dillon. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Thomas lining up for the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested, Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Second half begins with a run by Smith. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Dillon escaping the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
To throw on 2nd down. Linder. Man open left side. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
This is Geis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run with Geis. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. So don't say nothing.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Back to throw. Dillon. Screenplay. Johnson. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
Ito Smith, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, You have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Mark 55. Mark 55. I can't believe that.
Again, it's Smith. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 11 yards there, first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Smith. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, it's Smith, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Tackled by Darrell.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
41-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41.
57.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They're going to need some therapy after this. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Patriots 42. Dolphins, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's it, baby.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On third down, Adams. And they're going to get him down well short of the... First, as he can only get this to the 30.
By Eli Apple.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
On 1st down, Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they take a knee.